Excellencies, the heads of state.
Hello and welcome to the New Vision Daily podcast around Uganda. I'm Razia Othman.
I, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Uganda, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. So help me God.
Uganda has officially entered a new 5-year political term following the swearing-in of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds in Kampala on May 12, 2026. The ceremony, attended by thousands of Ugandans and several African heads of state, marked the beginning of Museveni's 7th consecutive term in office. In his inaugural address, the president outlined what he called a Chisanja of no sleep and no corruption, promising a renewed focus on wealth creation, industrialization, job creation, and accountability in government programs.
This Chisanja should be regarded as a Chisanja of no more sleep for all Ugandans.
Museveni said the next phase of Uganda's development would require citizens and leaders alike to become more productive, more vigilant, and more committed to fighting corruption and transforming household incomes. Today's podcast is based on reporting by Mary Karugaba and Umar Kashaka, with additional reporting by Simon Masaba and Edise Joba for New Vision.
His Excellency the President.
More than 66,000 guests attended the colorful ceremony at Kololo. Heads of state from across Africa, diplomats, ministers, religious leaders, and thousands of supporters dressed in yellow filled the grounds in celebration. The atmosphere was electric. Traditional dancers performed, fighter jets flew overhead, 6 paratroopers descended dramatically from the skies, and supporters erupted into ululations as the president arrived, standing through the sunroof of his vehicle, flashing his trademark thumbs-up sign. But beyond the pomp and ceremony, the message from the president was direct. Uganda must wake up.
This Chisanja should be regarded as a Chisanja of no more sleep for Ugandans. With the advent of the NRM ever since 1986, the families that cared to listen to our message got out of poverty.
The phrase "no sleep" quickly became the defining message of the inauguration. President Museveni said the government had already spent decades building the foundation for Uganda's development: peace, roads, electricity, schools, telecommunications, and health centers. Now, he says, Ugandans themselves must use that foundation to create wealth.
When we rejected the politics of sectarianism, of identity, of tribe, of religion, that's how we're able to unite the people. That's why we win on the first round.
The president outlined 4 key sectors that will define the next 5 years: commercial agriculture, manufacturing, services, and information communication technology.
Development in the form of economic infrastructure, such as roads, electricity, the piped water, the railways, airports, telephones, etc., and social infrastructure in the form of schools, health centers.
At the center of the new agenda is wealth creation at household level. Museveni pointed to programs such as the Parish Development Model, Emyoga, and Operation Wealth Creation as vehicles to move millions of Ugandans into productive economic activity. He highlighted examples of successful small-scale farmers, including a farmer in Kabarole reportedly earning hundreds of millions of shillings annually from just over 1 acre of land. The president said Uganda has enough land and opportunity to create millions of jobs if citizens embrace commercial agriculture and productivity. But perhaps the strongest applause came when the president addressed corruption. He warned officials against diverting public resources meant for ordinary Ugandans and urged citizens to actively monitor government programs through local councils and parish circles.
On the issue of the corruption, my advice is you should make a distinction between mistake makers and dishonest people. Dishonesty is the worst. But making mistakes, especially for many people who have not listened carefully, it's not. I wouldn't be surprised. That's why many times I try to help out groups who have made mistakes. But what I cannot tolerate is like this question of saying, we give money to this ministry, but we take a percentage of it as individuals. This is dishonesty.
Chisanja, no sleep, no corruption. Those words are now expected to become the central slogan of the government. The president also used the occasion to sharply criticize Africa's continued export of raw materials. He argued that Uganda and the continent lose billions of dollars by exporting unprocessed minerals and agricultural products instead of finished goods. Using gold as an example, Museveni said processed products generate significantly more income and jobs than raw materials. Industrialization, pharmaceuticals, electronics, vaccines, and automobile assembly were all identified as priority sectors for Uganda's economic future.
We have been telling you that the wealth is in the 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, manufacturing,